You know, I'm looking for you. Blessings, everyone. Good morning. Mala, how are you there? Guyana is in the house. Yeah. I'm not quite right. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, the YouTube one. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I still have it. I still on, but oh, look at down here. All right, I think we get it to go. Sorry.
Different groups and
Yeah, right. Hey, good morning, good morning. All right, how are you folks? All right,
all as well.
all right, Jennifer. All right, you just text it up there. Let's know what's happening on your side. Probably what you can do, you can just share the link on your Facebook, on your Instagram. I don't think I'll be on Instagram this morning, but share it out there. And also, we want to encourage those of you, if you're on here now, just to click like and share and text and subscribe, please. All right. Remember, this is basically we are pushing the YouTube platform.
Yeah.
So as long as you're on, take some time, like the post, and also subscribe. All right, so that keep the momentum. All right, and it causes YouTube also to share it and to take it further to other people. All right, so you do your part as we do our part. If the information that we have been giving you, if it's a blessing, if it's helping you grow and develop, don't keep it to yourself. Share it on your platform, subscribe and press like. All right. So we ask you to do that, please. All right. We have some things to share with you this morning. It's going to be super amazing. All right. The book is not coming, it is here. Hey, all right. It's in house. 4 levels of human existence. Right, it's not coming, it's here. So you're gonna be hearing a lot about this book. We're gonna share some stuff with you. Encourage those of you to get a copy of this. Probably by tomorrow, please go to the landing page. It's gonna be up where you can pre-order the book also and book your place in the event. We're going to be doing a launching at the end of June, but it's going to be a launch. It's going to be a fundraiser, and I'm telling you, it's going to be really amazing because we're going to have some stuff there. Keeshon, we're going to be we do it by the pool, all right. So we were thinking the Hyatt, all right, but I don't know. All right, but we gonna do that in the pool. We want to do it poolside. We still want to keep it kind of classy, but just comfortable and thing. Okay, so we're gonna do it by the pool. We will have some jazz, some pans, some turning water into wine and all that stuff thing. All right, so stay with us. You will love it. And I'm gonna be doing book signing. All right, with the other books and the other books, because remember it's 5 books, Keeshon.
Right.
This is number 5.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we'll set up the table. We'll have books out there, but this is the book we're going to be pushing. There are a lot of great principles that I'm going to share some with you. All right. So blessings, everyone. Those of you who are on again, just text. Let us know where you are from. Whether you're from Trinidad, whether you're from Barbados, Guyana, up the island, down the island. Just let us know what country you are tuning in from. All right. Welcome to the Morning Breakfast Brew with Ian and Keeshon. We are here to share principles of growth in the areas of faith and finance to help you grow so you can go. Whatever you touch can expand. Okay, you will not stay the same. Okay, so as you're on, just share it with your friends. Okay, all right. Gardner is in the house. How are you? How are you? All right. So those of you coming on, I know it's not like the Facebook, but this is YouTube. So if you're on, text so we can know that you're on, so we can see the text coming up. Okay, I know we see the numbers here, but the text us there. And also any question you have from the last session, what was your takeaway and all that stuff, we're going to do it. This morning, we're going to be chatting a little bit about we're going to talk about the book, all right? But we're going to be talking about the mindset. We're going to deal with mindset this morning.
Mindset.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how the mind is structured a little bit, because we want to go into dealing with paradigms. All right. So I want you to stay with us, okay, this morning and see what is going to be taking place. All right. Oh yeah. Oh. All right. So we have been talking about, last time we shared, who is that? Hey, that cell is on. Wonderful. Jennifer. Good. I'm here. Somebody say, I am here. All right. Well, you are there and we are here. All right. So folks, let's get into it. So we have been sharing a little bit about the how success people think. Okay. And one of the things we noted with that, we said that if you're going on your journey to success, it's important to connect with successful people.
Correct.
Expose yourself to successful people, see how they live.
Yeah.
All right. But just like how poor people do things a certain way, successful people do things a certain way, because success leave clues.
Yes.
Okay. There are patterns. And I said that to a lot of folks. Look at so you can model and you can develop these traits that will take you on the road to success. All right. Hey, Monique is on. Wonderful. Hey, Pity Valley is in the house. That's good. Please let us know. Hey, yes, Gardner is in North Carolina is in the house. Right. Guyana is in the house. That's good there. Hey, Tracy is in the house. Wonderful. Tracy is on. Blessings, folks. Blessings. Yeah. So what we have been saying, we have been sharing with you concerning the expose yourself to successful people. Read the books. Okay. Educate yourself, develop yourself. Okay, if you don't grow, you will not go. Okay, don't just. This is why one of the things when people get good opportunities, it's not that the opportunity wasn't good, a good opportunity, but are you ready for the opportunity?
Correct.
All right. So the preparation, the book, the courses, the development, and spend money in your personal development.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. Spend that money. Invest. I don't say spend, but invest. Invest. Yeah.
Correct.
Invest in your personal development. Make the sacrifice. I'm telling you, because there's one thing to get the opportunity, but when the opportunity presents itself, are you ready for the opportunity? So you may think that things are not happening for you presently. Okay, doors are not opening. But while you're waiting for the door to open, while you're waiting for the opportunity to present itself, what are you doing? Okay, because the opportunity will come, the doors will be open. Okay, you will meet the right people. When you meet that right person, are you ready for them? Are you ready for what they have to offer? And most individuals sometimes, all right, they say they're waiting and nothing's not happening. But what are you doing while you're waiting? Okay, so personal growth, personal development, exposing yourself, educate yourself, invest in your personal development is critical. So what we want to get to this morning a little bit, we want to talk a little bit about the mindset. All right. Now, these are some stuff, and Keeshon, I think one of the things I will always make reference to the late Bob Protka.
Yeah.
Because the concept that he tapped into as a result of his studies and his exposure to the book Think and Grow Rich. And okay, it was amazing. And he didn't divert. No. He stood with that book. I mean, the book for years he still had the same book.
I think 50 plus years he read it every year.
Every year it was like a manual.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, it was like a manual. All right. So we're going to share a little bit about the mind. All right. I'm sorry that I don't have this stuff to draw it for you.
Yeah.
We're going to do that soon. We're going to set up the whiteboard so we can do some stuff. Okay. So Bob introduced what you call the stick man.
Yeah.
All right. The stick man. And the stick man is a concept he put together Because when you talk about the mind, nobody never see the mind.
Sure.
Okay, so if you say how the mind look, we just know the mind and all that stuff. But he came together with this called the stick man, and it's a circle on top, big circle on top, small one to the bottom. All right, and so you divide the top circle into two. So you have the conscious mind, you have the subconscious mind, and then you have the body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the body. So we're going to talk about that. All right. And he talked about the stick man. He said to bring order and understanding to your mind, you must have an image to work with.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing that now. What he did, he created an image to work with. Because most of us, when you talk about the mind, as I said before, you never see the mind, you know how it look. But based on the image that he created, is a good concept to work with. Yeah. It's called the stick man. Okay. So since the mind is the unseen part of your personality, you must engage your imagination to build these things.
Sure.
Okay, and I'm doing that course. I'm going to do that workshop. I'm doing.
That's not coming.
Yeah, it will be maybe next week on success mentality. Yeah. All right, a mindset. That's really, really powerful. So I'm going to be dealing with some of these things here. So the illustration here talk about the whole mindset. All right. So let's look at it now. We're going to talk about the basic parts. So you have the conscious, you have the subconscious, and the body. So we're going to explain that a little bit because I know some of you hate already. You probably read it in a book, but let's get into it. Okay. So let's talk about the conscious mind first. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not the conscience mind, because there's a difference. Okay. This is the part of you that thinks, reason. Okay. Your free will lies here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is part of you where you think and you reason with the conscious mind. Now, when I understand this, I'm telling you, it changed. This was a game changer for me.
Yeah, me too.
It was literally a game changer. Yeah. And you see the need also to how to develop it. Why you should read, why you should repeat things over and over, why you should meditate, why you should use your imagination. Yeah. When you begin to get an understanding of how the conscious, the subconscious, and the body works, how the subconscious works, you begin to do things intentionally.
Correct.
Okay? Habitually and intentionally. So you will know the need, why you should repeat, why you should have things over and over and over, why your vehicle should become a mobile institute, while you're in that highway traffic for 3 hours and you're just there, just doing nothing. Yeah. Your vehicle could become a mobile institute while you're listening to these recordings over and over. Why? Because it does something to your subconscious mind. When you understand how the mind works, you will know the need and you'll see why you're doing something. So the conscious mind, I said to you, this part is part of you that thinks and reason. Okay? The part of the mind that decide the changes required to live the type of life you want to live. So the conscious mind can accept and reject any idea.
Correct.
Listen to this. The conscious mind, when you hear something, can reject it or accept it. No, there's another aspect of this, because one of the things, and I did a study on this, Keeshon, that we talk about how thoughts come.
Yeah.
Okay. So thoughts come through intrusion.
Right.
So even though you don't want to hear something, if you don't want it coming, and you hear it playing over and over, it comes because thoughts come through intrusion, thoughts come through association, and thoughts come through your behavior, things that you do, decision that you make. Mm-hmm. Okay, because if you, for instance, like you're in a vehicle, right? You probably you're going from San Fernando, Port of Spain, San Fernando, okay, and you're sitting in a vehicle. A song is played. You don't like this song, okay? And I remember a bishop has shared this with me, and he's a real spiritual man, but he and his wife went Jamaica for holiday, right? And when you touch down in Jamaica, those of you who went to Jamaica, is Bob Marley right through. The market Bob Marley right through. Even though if you don't want to hear Bob Marley, you trust me, when you come back there, you'll know who Bob Marley is. So he's singing right through. So guess what? So they jump in the taxi from the airport. Song playing, no woman, no cry. He's a bishop, hear onto that. He's singing it, he's not singing it. Reaching in the hotel, no woman, no cry. Get a vehicle to go on the beach. No woman, no cry.
Yeah.
So, right, a week with this thing. When you come back home now, doing his study for masters now. He in the shower. Guess what he's singing? He's singing, no woman, no cry. He said, where does this thing come from?
Yeah.
You understand? Without even intentionally wanting to listen, because thoughts come through intrusion.
Correct.
Now, the reason why I make that mention to you, because if thoughts come through intrusion, which means without your permission, then you can intentionally, as a point, you can intentionally listen to the things that you're supposed to listen, read the things that you're supposed to read, put yourself in the environment that you're supposed to put yourself in to intentionally bring the right stuff in.
Into you. Exactly.
I'm telling you this. So it coming without your permission. So now you know that you can now intentionally say, listen to me, I'm going to get a copy of 4 Levels of Human Existence. All right? We will talk about this book in a few, because this is a book we're going to be pushing. So this is, so the conscious mind, all right, it can accept or it can reject. That's the first thing you ought to understand with this, all right? So you could accept something, you could reject it. Then you have the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, when you understand this, you will know why, and you will know how to change your paradigm in your subconscious mind. Okay, to change, because now if thoughts come through, if thoughts come to your subconscious mind, in your conscious mind, all right, can accept or reject, then you can accept what you want to. Exactly. You could decide, okay, I want to listen to Think and Go Rich. I want to listen to 4 Levels of Human Existence. I want to listen to this. Or I want to read this. Right. Okay, and through reading over and over by repetition, now guess what? You're building that pattern over and over, because that's one of the concepts how you change the patterns in your subconscious mind. You change paradigms. That is one of the things that you do. All right, so let's do the subconscious mind. All right, let's go again now. So let's go now. The subconscious mind is also what we call the emotional mind. All right, and that is where the thinking mind, the educated mind, or the intellectual mind. Right. So that's 3 things you could put for it. It's the thinking mind, the intellectual mind, or the educated mind. So the conscious mind. So that's where you think, you make decision up there, all that stuff. You could say, I don't want to listen to this, I want to listen to this. Yeah. All right, you make decision up here in that aspect of it. Okay. So it's the first part of the stick man. So that's part of you that operate in an orderly manner. Okay. So we refer to it as order or law. Okay. That is why they say that. Okay. So the subconscious mind expresses itself through you in feelings and action. So now the other aspect now is a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind express what the conscious mind bring in. Right. Because the subconscious mind cannot reject. It cannot reject or accept. Correct. No. It cannot reject. It can reject. It can accept. It accepts. Yeah, it can accept. So everything that comes in. So even if something is bad, it can't define if it's bad or good. Yeah. This is why you could trick the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. Yeah, you could trick it. So you could put things there, and it could feel like if it's so real because it's accepted as real, because it cannot reject, it can accept. Correct. The conscious mind can accept and reject, but the subconscious mind cannot. Only accept. Yeah. All right. So that is something you have to take note of. When you understand that, you'll be able to know how to shift paradigms, how to change paradigms. Okay? So any thought you consciously, listen to this, choose to impress upon the subconscious over and over, become fixed in that part of your personality. Yeah. Okay? So through repetition, you fix that thought in your subconscious mind on a continuous basis. That becomes permanent there. Okay? And it becomes part of your personality. Now, let me say this. The nerves, and this is what they did, all your nerves in your body is connected to your subconscious mind. Yeah. That is where your feelings, emotions in your subconscious mind, it's connected there. So this is why sometimes you see individuals, they act out on something, they do something automatically. Why? Because you're already programmed, even though you didn't want to do it. Correct. Consciously you didn't want to do it. But you remember, the program was already formed in your what? Subconscious mind. You want to share something like that before you go forward?
Yeah, definitely. This is the foundation of all human success. Yeah. Understanding the difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind. Right? I tell people all the time, and I always speak about it in the context of money. If you're having money problems right now at the age of 17, at the age of 70, or any problem or matter of fact, it's a result of all the programs that was downloaded into your subconscious mind into you before the age of 7. So if you're having challenges at 17 or 70, you have programs that was embedded into you before the age of 7. Because before the age of 7 is the first programming of the subconscious mind. Yeah.
No, that way you say that is so critical, because you remember you're forming patterns.
Correct.
Not today, no, but even from birth.
Yeah.
Because that's how your personality is being formed.
Exactly.
So this is why kids and things who grow up in that environment. Where let's say a success environment.
Yeah.
Okay. Because give and take, I mean, they have kids who grow up with around wealth.
Yes.
Okay, so that is what you hear.
Correct.
As a child, you hear money management, you hear money structure, you hear investment.
Exactly.
You hear Bitcoin.
Exactly.
All right. You hear those things coming up as a child.
Yeah.
So all that is part of your shaping your personality.
Exactly.
Because it did not start when you were 20 years.
Exactly.
Not that when you were 30 years. Go ahead.
It was formed before you were conscious. So before you could even identify yourself as yourself, your subconscious mind was created for you without you. Literally.
Yeah.
And what the science actually shows is that 95% to 99% of your entire human experience is as a result of all the information that was embedded in your subconscious mind. In other words, right now, you are creating all the programs that was downloaded into your subconscious mind before the age of 7. And you're probably not consciously aware of that. So the information that Apostle is sharing right now is more than likely the single most important thing that you need to understand and appreciate for your transformation in any form or fashion in your life.
Yeah. Folks, I'm telling you, this is a game changer.
It is.
And you will also understand why, for some of us who are 30 and 40 and 50, why now it's so difficult to change that pattern.
Correct.
Because you're dealing with 25 years of programming. Conditioning. Okay? Now you're hearing about success, you're hearing about wealth, you're hearing about what it is you're supposed to be hearing all the time, but now you're not getting the information.
Correct.
And that's where the challenge comes.
Yeah.
That's where the terabytes form.
Exactly.
That is why it's so difficult to manifest.
Correct.
Okay? So this information that we shared here, if you really get a hold of it and some of the programs that we offer, right, that success mentality for success, that teaching I'm going to do, that course I'm going to do is really, really critical. I'm telling you that.
Correct.
For shaping that. So let's go a little deeper into it. So we talk about fixed ideas in your subconscious mind. So fixed ideas will then continue to impress themselves without any conscious assistance.
Yeah.
Okay? Remember, the subconscious mind, through repetition over and over, those ideas, patterns become fixed. And I'm saying to you now, fixed ideas will then continue to express themselves without any conscious assistance. Yeah. So automatically, just like when you learn to drive a vehicle,
correct,
you don't go through that again because the pattern is already fixed in your subconscious mind. So automatically, bam, you do it. Yeah. And there's a lot of behaviors that are fixed. Okay, in behaviors that cause you individuals to stay in a place of poverty, in a place of lack.
Exactly. And may I just add,
sure.
It doesn't matter how intellectual you are. It doesn't matter how educated you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have your PhD. It doesn't matter if you have your doctorate.
Yeah.
Because the subconscious mind, my friends, has absolutely nothing to your conscious thoughts and your conscious awareness. It has nothing to do with the intellect. Absolutely nothing. This is why we have so many educated people that are poor. Facts.
Yeah.
It's just a contrast to highlight the significance of the foundation for success. It has absolutely nothing to do with the conscious mind, but rather the subconscious mind.
Folks, so this is literally bringing that clarity. Let me go in again with this, okay? Because we sharing the concept here with you. So fixed ideas are more commonly referred to as what? habits.
Habits, correct. Correct.
Fixed ideas are commonly referred to as habits. Okay, and the collective habits. Notice why I said collective habits are referred to as conditional, or as the conditioning of the paradigm.
Yes.
So that is when we talk about the word paradigm, how it's formed. Let me back it up again, because I know some of you hear paradigm. Let me shift the paradigm and paradigm, because it's a word that's thrown all over.
You think you can shift just like that?
No. Trust what I'm saying. Trust what I'm saying. Because you're looking at fixed ideas and patterns and behaviors and ideologies that are fixed in your subconscious mind for years, 25 years, 30 years.
And you won't be aware of it either. If you were aware of it, you would have changed it.
Oh.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
If you are aware of the strongholds that exist in your subconscious mind that create results that you don't want right now, if you were aware, you would have already taken a course of action to change the results that you don't like.
Wow.
So it's a situation most times where you are not aware as to the ideas, as to the habits, as to the strongholds that exist deep within inside of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Folks, you're here. So you're understanding now, I mean, in terms of the whole paradigm. And as I said before, Keeshon, I learned this when I was in ministry and thing.
Yeah.
But I realized why a lot of believers, that area of their life, because most Christians, and which is true, most Christians are spiritual and natural,
right?
But they don't focus on the soul.
Because
their soul is underdeveloped or not even developed at all.
Wow.
So let me share this now. So you look at somebody, a Christian who in church, somebody a believer in church, and you look at somebody who is secular.
Right.
And the person who is in the secular world is more successful, and you ask why?
Right.
Because to become successful in terms of wealth and money and finance, spiritual and the natural don't really get you.
Understood.
Your soul, you have to develop your soul. So because those individuals use their soul, okay, their soul is developed. Now, the spiritual life is not developed, but the soul life is developed. They are able now to manifest.
Understood.
Because the manifestation concept comes from your soul aspect of the person.
Great question. This is just me
go ahead.
Having a question come to me
all right
while you're speaking because of the person who you are.
Right.
Why is it that in many instances we always hear about the enemy / the devil or so forth always wanting access to your soul? Because I've always heard it in that context now. Your soul. Why your soul?
All right. No. So the challenge now is that okay, God wants your soul.
Right.
And you say no, the enemy wants your soul.
Right.
And then trying to develop your soul.
Right.
So the battle, because everything in your life circles around your soul.
Okay.
Because your soul now have to be developed. When you get born again or born from above, we call it, all right? Bam, a new soul. Okay, so your soul is like a baby, right? And now has to grow and has to develop. Everything that manifests comes from your soul.
So manifestation comes from that part.
From that aspect. Because remember, there's nothing wrong with your spirit.
Understood.
Okay? So the development aspect of the individual is your soul and your body.
Okay.
Not your spirit.
So in other words, you affect and impact or effect changes around the environment from your soul.
From your soul. Because remember now, in your soul is your mind, your will, your imagination, and your intellect. Those are the components that makes up your soul. Okay.
And you're saying that most people don't take time to develop that aspect.
That aspect, no. They focus on the natural.
Understood.
Right? They focus on the spirit, but the spirit, there's nothing wrong with your spirit.
Correct.
Okay. The body now, which is the natural, they focus on that. But in order to shift this out here, your soul, man, had to develop.
Understood.
Okay? Because remember, the reflection you see out here is from your soul.
Understood.
Now, in the course I'm doing, developing a mental toughness for success, right? That in that course, I'm going to show you now how the experience, okay, your physical experience, your soulish experience, and your spiritual experience.
Understood.
So your soulish experience and your natural experience is the same.
Okay.
Okay, which means that if I touch you here, you feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. if you get a dream and you experience something in your soul, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real, just like the physical.
Understood.
But most people focus on the physical.
Right.
So if you want to change the physical, you focus on the soul.
Understood. And this is the part that people like.
Yeah, that is the aspect. That is the aspect that is difficult.
Understood.
All right. So in that mental toughness for success, I'm going to show you now. Now, when you understand that, you understand where the imagination comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you understand now how to use imagination, because your imagination is your reality.
Yes.
Your imagination is your reality. So you should know how to imagine things on the canvas of your imagination, that's in your soul aspect, until it becomes real on the outside here. That is why Bob Prudka and those guys were able to manifest so much, because they understand this is what we explain here in terms of the soul.
Yeah.
This is why Bob said he could just give him no amount of money to manifest was a problem for him.
Any amount.
Any amount, he said it wasn't a problem, because he understands the power of the soul.
Wow.
And imagination. So the first thing you will ask somebody, how much money you want.
Yeah.
And he's asking that not just for the money, but to show you where your paradigm is.
Correct.
And if you could begin to shift that, this outside here, the natural experience is another problem.
Yeah.
So this, what we're doing here in this teaching now, obviously on these sessions, we just speak an interest and we chatting a little bit. We can get into it. So one of the courses I'm doing, I'm saying to you all, let me see if I can find it here. Share something about it.
Sure. So definitely you want to understand how to take charge of developing your soul, because this is the core of every single thing that you create. This is the core of every single thing that you manifest. And of course, it starts with you understanding that you have a conscious and a subconscious mind that is responsible for every single thing that you experience right now.
Yeah.
Every experience is lived at least twice. Inside,
yes,
first, and then outside is a mere reflection of what is inside.
Folks, you hear it. This is because I'm talking about mental toughness for success, a workshop. All right. So those of you who are on, check it out here. Message me if you want to be part of this. Message me, because I'm telling you, this is going to show you how to use how to develop your soul, use your imagination. All right, to manifest things on the outside.
Correct.
All right. So let's plug that in there. All right. Let's say what the folks are saying. All right. Great teaching. Thank you, Tris. All right. Soul must be developed. It got to be. I'm telling you, church folks, probably the spirit, and this is why they always focus on their body to do right thing.
Yeah.
And there's a struggle because you're doing the right thing, but it's not sustained.
Correct.
Why? Because the soul is underdeveloped.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's get into it now. So what we say, let me give you this again. So fixed ideas, right, in your subconscious mind, continually referred to as what? Habits. Habits. You want to break that habit that is fixed in your subconscious mind, okay? And then the collective habits, okay? Collective habits are referred to as the conditional mind. Let me read it again. Collective habits is referred to as the conditional mind, which is or what we call paradigms.
Yeah.
So that is where paradigm comes in. Okay, so the subconscious mind is frequently referred to as the spiritual side or your personality or the universal mind.
Yes.
That's the subconscious mind.
Correct.
Okay, then the subconscious mind knows no limits, save those you consciously choose.
Exactly.
This is why you understand why Bob said there's no amount of money that you want manifest. It can't manifest. It's going to manifest.
It's going to manifest.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's the amount was not a problem.
Exactly.
Why? Because of what? So what I said now, the subconscious mind knows no limits. The only limit it have is what you put on it.
Exactly.
Because there's no limits. Because remember, I don't know what's right from wrong. Okay. So what they learn to do now, and I'm going to say this, is like you trick the subconscious mind on a consistent basis, so it feels like you have it.
Yeah.
And you begin now to behave like you have it.
Exactly.
That's it. Okay? Now, the subconscious mind knows no limits, save those you consciously choose. All right? So let me just give you in a nutshell now. So you have the conscious mind, you have the subconscious mind, and then you have the body. Okay? The conscious mind choose, accept, or reject. It's organized. Yes. So the conscious mind, you could choose to listen, you could choose to read, or you say, no, I don't want to listen to that. There's an other aspect, as I said, how thoughts come through intrusion. So thoughts can literally come through if you put yourself in the right environment and you begin to listen things. Correct. All right? Then I say also, you cannot reject. The subconscious mind cannot reject. It must accept. Listen to some of these concepts here, folks.
Has to.
The subconscious mind cannot reject. It must accept.
Correct.
All right? It cannot determine the difference between that which is real and that which is
not
imagined or fake. Yeah. It cannot determine, it cannot distinguish it at all. It cannot distinguish that at all.
Correct.
Okay, so based on that understanding now, so it giving you now an idea on how to shape and how to shift things in your subconscious mind. That is important. Okay, and then the next aspect, what you have the body, because remember, conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the body. Okay, so with the programming of the subconscious, it affects the body.
Exactly.
Notice you ain't going to the body first.
Can't.
You're not going to the body first. All right, and this is something the body, is with the body now. You have what we call your behavior and your action.
Exactly.
All right. Now, probably sometime I will share the chart with you. Your behavior, your action, thoughts, all right, action, feelings, result.
Yes.
Thoughts, all right, let me give it to you. So thoughts, feelings in your subconscious, action, and results. Thoughts, conscious mind, bring it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have feelings, subconscious mind, because all your nerves in your system connects to your subconscious mind. So you're feeling. This is why they tell you, put your feeling in it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you go to thoughts, you go to feelings, then you go to what? Action. So then you begin to act. And then when you act now, the results.
Correct.
The 4 steps there, folks. These are just snippets. Okay. We could go deeper into it, but we're just sharing some stuff with you to give you a proper understanding of how the mind works and why you need to do certain things. Yeah. And your shifting of things is not just you can't go from thought to action. You can't go from thought to result.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want to go from thought to result. No. You go from thought, then you go to feelings, which is in your subconscious mind. Then you go to action, which is your body acting it out now. Yeah. Because remember, these are habitual ideas. These are paradigms now forming your subconscious mind. Correct. So automatically, your body automatically reading the book, doing this stuff, going to the sessions and all that stuff. And then guess what? On a consistent basis now, if you give yourself time, you're going to see the results.
You will.
You're going to see results. Anything to touch on that?
I mean, I just want to make a statement.
Sure.
Isn't it great to appreciate and understand that every single person has the capacity to create anything that they desire? And every single thing that you're experiencing right now, isn't it good to appreciate that you created it?
Oh, God.
You created it.
Yeah.
Now, some people may deem it good. Some people may deem it bad.
Yeah.
You may deem your experiences good or bad. But isn't it good to know that you are responsible for every single thing that you experience?
God. Your results, folks. All right.
At any point in time, you could change it. As Jim Rohn said, you're not a goose and you're not a tree. You are a human being, which automatically means you have the power to change your life at any point in time.
All right, folks, you hear it. You hear it for yourself. You have that power, all right, to change. And remember, we said on Monday, it's internal then external.
Exactly.
All right, internal that's external. Any question? Those of you on, let me get some feedback from some of the folks who are on the chat there. All right, just text your feedback, text your questions, All right. Okay. Joseph, good morning. Good man. And then think, okay.
Juliana.
All right, folks. Let me hear what some of the folks are saying. All right. And listen to me pause again. I want you to, this is what I want you to do. You're a proper the power to change. You got to, thanks you, Aunt Gardner. I want you to please like the video, like the page, and subscribe. All right, because we got to get some movements on this YouTube channel. So take a time and like and share. Also subscribe and just text something there in the chat. That's deep, kind of scary. No, it is, Lauren. It is. Let's get some feedback, folks, from the folks who are online. All right. I know some of you probably driving and listening, but those of you who could chat, just give us some feedback on what it is so far. All right. Lauren say it's deep and kind of scary. It is scary. Okay. This is why the world, the people on the secular world on that level are able to manifest.
Correct.
All right. And I remember the session we did, I think a week ago, where we talk about Joshua and the meditation.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you'll realize why meditation is so important.
So important. Yeah.
Okay. Why it's so important? And notice when again with that same text in Joshua chapter 1, when God spoke to Joshua was what? Go back in the law, meditate on the law. Conscious is the subconscious mind.
Yeah, reprogram.
Yeah, you have to reprogram because he's sitting wondering what to do. And look what God tell him. God, El Shaddai, Elyon, God tell him go back in the law. All right, it's not that God's going to do it for him.
Correct.
And then this is what a lot of individuals does. When you pray, you expect you want God to do it for you. Yeah. No, it don't work like that. Okay, it don't work like that. You pray, you talk to God. All right, He give you a solution. He give you the answer. He give you wisdom. On what to do.
Exactly.
That's what He did with Joshua. Okay, so let's go deeper into this before we chit chat on this book again. Let me just share a little bit again on this. All right. So we talk about the success mind and attitude. So you have a breakdown. You have a breakdown on that. All right. Let me go back in again. So you have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. All right. So you go the thoughts, then you go to what? Feelings where in the subconscious. Inside. Because all your nerves and your body is connected. So you have to feel it. Yeah. Okay. Real. It's there consistently. Then you go to what? Action. Then you begin to act it out. Because remember, you feel it. So automatically now your body is acting out what you're feeling.
Exactly.
Okay. Where the feelings came from, the feeling came from the thoughts, from your conscious mind, it went down into your subconscious mind. Now you're doing this repetitive. Yeah. All right. And guess what? Then you go into results. So those 4 steps there is in terms of manifestation. Let's talk a little bit about, you ask any successful person, okay, we're still under success. What tops the list of priorities of a happy, successful life? And they will be quick to reply, the proper attitude.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Attitude.
Remember, if you're not in your attitude is not high or you're bad, somebody don't feel to do anything.
Yeah.
You don't feel to read, you don't feel to do anything. Proper attitude. What is the proper attitude? What is attitude? Your attitude is the composite of your thoughts, feelings, and action.
All together in one.
Composite.
Correct.
Your attitude is the composite of your thoughts. Where your thoughts come from? Conscious mind, feelings, subconscious mind, action. Bam.
Yeah.
That is your attitude is a composite of those things. So which in turn now produce results.
Exactly.
The same thing we were saying there. So that now in turn produce results. So most time, if your attitude is not at that place, guess what? It means your thoughts, it means your feelings, and guess what? Your action is out of line.
Correct. Not in alignment.
It's not in alignment. It's not in alignment. All right? It's not in alignment. All right? So we have some other stuff to share with you, but we're gonna talk about it. So let's talk about Keeshon.
Let's dive into the book. 4 levels.
4 levels of human existence, folks. The book is here. Yeah. No, it's approximately 2 years plus I writing this book.
2 years.
Right. Ask me some questions on this book, Keeshon. Come ask me.
It's practically 4 different levels.
Right.
I know we're speaking about moving from the beggar level, which is poverty level, all the way up to the wealth level.
All right.
What inspired it to really create this book?
All right. So No, I grew up in church, right? No,
Right.
my father he had a good job. He worked tech school,
Okay.
right? So at that time, that was a good job, money
Okay.
coming in. So we didn't really like a financial problem.
Right.
All right. But when I grew up in church, I saw people were living in poverty, honestly. And then when I read the Bible, I saw certain things in the Bible about kingdom, about God supplying all your needs and the riches and all that stuff. But when I look in the life of individuals, it was like it wasn't making sense.
Wasn't matching.
No, it wasn't matching at all. So for me, growing up, that was a problem. Okay. So as time go by, I started to study. All right. I started to study, read books about success. I started reading in the Bible also about different parables, because one of the parable I dealt with in this book here was the good steward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And which is in Luke chapter 16. And because I'm a student of the Word of God, and literally, and you know that, Keeshon, I have literally a gift to extrapolate with Revelation.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a gift to see things.
For sure.
I'm telling you. And I connect Luke chapter 16 with chapter 15.
Okay.
Because there was a continuation. And all this is in the book here. Because in Luke chapter 15, it talks about there was a lost coin, a lost boy, and a lost sheep.
Yeah.
All right. But most of the times when people read that, they just talk about from salvation and all that stuff. But when you go into the lost coin, the lost sheep, all right, and those things, it tells you what the steward was entrusted with. Because all you hear, it was an unjust steward, but what he was unjust with. So from that revelation, now you realize he mismanaged money.
Serious.
Yeah. He mismanaged money. He mismanaged generational wealth, which means now what he's supposed to manage and pass down for the third and fourth generation, he mismanaged that. And he mismanaged dominion. So it was a continuation because he was entrusted with something. And when I started to go into that, that's how this book was built. Yeah. So you asked about the 4 levels, right?
Yeah.
The 4 levels basically deals with and it's from the same text. Now, folks, those of you who are listening, the book is both I want to say spiritual if anybody gets spooky, but it's both social, business.
Yeah.
All right.
Business.
But I use biblical principles because that is what the secular people do.
Of course.
They use biblical principles in the Bible and they twist it. Now, so the book really talking about the beggar level. So when the master came and began to ask the steward to give an account of his stewardship, because he heard he was mismanaging his money. He was mismanaging what he was entrusted with. That is how I come up with money, making money, managing money, multiplying money, and mastering money. Right? That is how we get the 4 M's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because what the master heard, he was mismanaging his money. So I realized the reason a lot of people are not successful in church is mismanagement.
Wow.
Right? Because what is entrusted to them, this man, it was entrusted to him, but he mismanaged it. So now the master said, I'm going to take this from you. So the steward now began to say to himself, he began to think, okay, I was rich, I was poor, now I'm rich, and I can't go back to poverty, which means I experienced rich, and rich is better than poor.
Yeah.
So I can't go back.
Right.
So it says now he began to think. He began to ponder. Now there are a lot of other terminologies that get into the book here. And he said to himself, to beg, to dig, I'm ashamed. That is where that principle comes from, 4 levels.
Okay.
He said, to beg, to dig, I am ashamed. I was a beggar once. I am rich and I can't go back to that place. And that is where you have the begging, the digging, the money, and the wealth level in our book called 4 Levels of Human Existence.
Understood.
Okay? And it's also, it speaks about the beggar. We went into the beggar who was at the gate.
Yeah.
In the book, who sat at the gate And remember, we spoke about it. He desires crumbs that falls from the master's table.
Yeah.
All right. And I said to people, the gate is a place of access, is a place of entrance, it's a place of wisdom, it's a place of wealth, it's a place where work is realized. Yeah. It's a good place. And there are a lot of people in church who is at a good place. Begging.
Wow.
Because the desire, just like the poor man, all he desired was crumbs that falls from the master table. He didn't even want the bread. He didn't even want the table. All he wanted, all he was content with is with crumbs. And there are a lot of people that just want crumbs. They just settle for that.
Yeah.
So that's just a gist of what the book is all about. I want to touch something here in this book. All right. Any questions again? Shoot me.
Well, I want to see where you want to touch on.
No. Let me just say this is dedication. The book. So we just shared some things from the book, folks. All right. It says, I would like to dedicate this book, all right, 4 levels of human existence, to everyone who has been in church. The question you asked just now.
Yeah.
For years, sitting under man-made religious dogmas, ideologies, and philosophies of men that have not brought about any real change or transformation, nor produced ample evidence of kingdom of God in their daily lives.
Wow.
Yet, to those who have been influenced by the Luciferian system and have not been experiencing any form of success and wealth, listen, to those who have been battling at the first level of human existence, which is the begging level, and are wondering how to come out, how to break free from the cycle of lack and poverty. To those who are pondering, when will it be my turn, my time for wealth increase and manifestation of blessing? To those who are seeing opportunities to succeed, but never seizing the opportunities. Yeah. All right? This book abounds with principles I have learned on my journey towards success and wealth that are life transforming. All right? And practical. I dedicate this rich resource to you for application of your life. All right? May it bring about transformation of your financial status from begging level to the wealth level.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Welcome to the 4 levels of human existence. You need a copy of this.
Any book.
Wait.
I mean, definitely. I had the opportunity to, go into the book before it was printed.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from my personal experience as well, it's shared sentiment.
Right.
I grew up in church, and looking around the church, you would never really see the majority of people experiencing and manifesting the fullness of what God has to offer from a wealth standpoint. And that is also what pushed me into seeking more.
Right.
Going into personal growth and development. And as you rightfully said, almost all the financial books I've ever read took and extracted principles from the good book.
Right.
And I've always been looking for a book to merge you to.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, you heard from the man himself.
This is actually a perfect manifestation of all the principles I've been reading outside of the church.
Yeah.
While really having the validation from the good book to say this. Listen, this is what we were created to do.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect amalgamation between all the principles I've read, right, from the Bible / all the financial / success principle merged into one book.
You hear it for yourself, folks. You hear it. You gotta get this book. Let me just some of the topics, the contents. Entrusted stewardship. I went into depth with that and talk about the whole dominion. And now, to me, some of my takeaways, you see, that chapter 1 is really critical because I was able to merge with the steward, as I mentioned just now. Yeah. Now, it's deeper than that, in terms of why this man, how he mismanaged finance that was entrusted to him, generational wealth. He was a mismanager. Then I talk about the begging level. So we were able to go into the begging and you will identify these things because first, remember, if you're going to get to a destination, you have to know where you are.
Yeah.
Right? Then we talk about the digging level. The digging level is really how to get out of So there are principles that you should use to get out. So digging is the process.
Yes.
To come out from the begging. So you have to dig your way out. And I come up with a coin of terminology in the book here. You had to get for that. All right. And then we went into the money level.
Yeah.
Because when you dig, you create a flow.
Yes.
Right? So money is coming out. Then what you do with the money that comes.
Yeah.
This is why you move from digging to money to wealth.
Yeah.
All right. Because having money and wealth is a whole two different things. And you know that. Okay. Sure. Then we touch on the dismantling the box mindset. You know, that was that is my major stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Dealing with that box mindset. We talk about the 4 sides of the box mindset. Yeah. But I went in depth into that. And then I did capacity components here. Okay. Then kingdom dominion, we had to touch the kingdom. All right. I did the 3 M's. If you didn't give me that 4 M's, number 1, I'll plug it in. All right. The 3 M's, 3 M principle of money. All right. Make it, manage it, multiply it. All right. You have to, and then what the next one? Master it. So the 4 M's. Okay. And then you have the last chapter is breaking the backbone of poverty. Woo! Yeah. Breaking the backbone of poverty. And we share principles and things on how to that. Because now, let me just plug this in here. Now, for those of you who are spiritual, right? One of the things I've realized, Keeshon, even when we dealing with wealth and things, there is a spiritual side to finance.
Correct.
Why individuals are not successful in terms of moving to wealth. Because there are, and I tell you, from experience, I'm telling you this because I teach this, there are spiritual entities you have to dismantle.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a believer.
Right.
Okay. No. I shared with you sometime on there's and I touched it in the book too. You have some nimble, you have different types of spirit that you have to deal with, because sometimes people, they're doing the right thing, they're reading the right book, they're doing the mindset, but then there's a demonic force.
Yeah.
Because there's an assignment of the enemy, right, to not allow wealth to come into sons of God.
Wow. Because
remember, we as sons of God, we are kingdom purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Money come into our hands like that. Remember, you want to transform a nation, you want to build a school, you want to do things. So the enemy aim is that, listen to me, I don't mind wealth going to secular people, but as long as they don't come into kingdom sons, because they will transform life. And they will transform communities, because that is the purpose for wealth. Wealth transformation, and they're going to leave wealth to the 3rd and 4th generation. Okay? So there is a spiritual side towards it too. So we don't want to just negate that. But for a lot of believers, the other aspect with your soul is critical. So there must be a balance. This is why Paul said, wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health. Your spirit, your soul, and your body. There must be a balance when it comes. But the problem with church and with Christians is that they're spiritually strong. And everything is a spirit. And the basic principles on wealth and things, they don't even know it. And they're not even having the manifestation. All right, folks. This is it. Anything else I'll ever get?
Get a book. Get a book.
I see Colin is there. The book is the key, boy. Colin said the book is the key.
For sure.
Let's know how the key, guys. Let's know the key. All right. What some folks are saying. So, folks, let's say, who's it? This guy there. What's his name?
Patrick. Antonio.
Hey, you have to get a book. So then okay, what's that? Okay, I asked what's the price of the book? Oh, you want to know the price of the book and the place for the book? All right. Well, of course, we're going to be in the AscendX office. So we'll have some books here. All right, we're gonna have some books at different places. But I want you to hold it there, because I'm gonna be posting a landing page where you can go and pre-order the book. Okay, and then also what we are doing the event. All right, the book launching event, which is going to be at the end of June. It's going to be a big event. So, folks, I want you to miss that. And that event is going to be part of the fundraiser for the school that we're doing, the building and all that stuff.
Correct.
And I don't want you to miss that. Remember, we're going to have 2 speakers. All right. We have my friend from Barbados is going to come in.
Okay, nice,
yeah. He's going to be coming in.
Nice.
No. Let me say this. Let me just read this. Let me just read part of this book. You see, let me see. Did I put him there? So I see his name somewhere. About all right. Acknowledgement. You see the booking acknowledgement?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I cannot express enough thanks to my friend, mentor, coach, Mr. Terrell Cummings, who is highly motivated leader in finance, treasury, capital market, and is also the managing director of Silver Techno Group INC, which is in Barbados. All right. So, I mean, that's my good friend. I mean, he had a lot of input in the structuring of this book. All right. Also, Keeshon also was one of the people who also had input in reading. So he had to say, hey, make sure these things line up with those principles out there. All right. So folks, so those who are asking, so we have hard copy. Good stuff. All right. And I love this hard copy. I think hard copy. All right. The hard copy is $275. Okay. Only. We only have hard copies and it's only. All right. And the book launch, when we're doing the book launch, there's a package we put together, $500, okay, for the book launch, because we're going to be doing signing. You get in the book, you get in the ebook, plus you're going to get in stuff on that day, all right? And then that is going to go towards the building fund. We're doing the school, a mentoring school we're doing, and finishing up the building, all right? So I'm telling you, you want to be part of this. I'm looking forward for the book launch. I'm telling you,
me too.
We're gonna be by the pool, all right. We're gonna have jazz. We're gonna have pan, all right. We're gonna turn water into wine.
Usually, when people ask the cost of stuff that this as valuable as this, I tell them it's actually free, and they normally look at me puzzled. How could it be free? It's normally free because the principles of sales is when you exchange something that is of more value for the money that extended, the value exceeds the cost.
Ooh, wow.
So if you traded, let's just say $300 or $500 TT for an idea that made you a millionaire, you paid nothing for the book.
Wow. Wow, folks. I want you all to make sure and go over this stuff. You hear that concept that was shared.
And it's actually I learned that from the science of wealth creation. Wallace D. Wattles. He said, in every single exchange, as a salesman and as a saleswoman, ensure you always give more use value than cash value.
Wow.
So if you actually are exchanging the cash value of $300 for the use value that could transform the life of someone that's worth 100,000, 100 million, it's actually free.
Wow. Love it. All right, so I want you to I think let me see something here. Yeah, so we have the numbers running across the screen there, right? And so message me WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp and just link with me. But the landing page will be out probably by Monday, so we're gonna have the landing page out, okay? Because we want to do this thing in a kind of structured. We're gonna do it in a structured way, okay? So you can pre-order the book, okay, and then you can book the event for the book launch. So the book launch event is gonna have the book, and you're gonna have the ebook. You're gonna have a lot of stuff with that, right? So if you just want the book alone, just pre-order the book. All right, but I know you just don't want a book. You want to experience that event with us. It's going to be amazing. Remember, I said little jazz and little two speakers. All right, and then remember we're going to be by the pool, so we're going to be turning water into wine, all that stuff. There's going to be some miracles taking place there. So you don't want to miss that. Okay. So we're going to be doing it in a nice place in South. All that stuff is going to be really, really good. So we're looking forward to do. All right. So, but make sure and put in your order for the book.
For sure.
It's going to be really, really amazing. All right. So, what was your takeaway this morning? What was your takeaway today? Let's get some takeaway. All right. All right. I have to get this book. All right. Everybody getting this book. Everybody getting this book. Just what I'm saying. All right. And you're going to hear a lot about the book too. I think we have put together a network together to get the book out there in the hands of individual. We're going to be doing some radio and television show to just talk about the book and thing. to get it out there, and probably business opportunities to go in and share with companies and things, all right, about the book and training and things. So look out for it. So stay blessed. You take care. Just share your comments. Before you leave again, before you come up, please like the page and subscribe. Okay. Don't just come on and just think. Go and subscribe to the Minding My Business page. All right. So love you. Take care. Stay blessed. And remember, we always say, don't ever stress. All right. Live your best. See you soon. Monique. All right. Joseph. Gardner. Jacqueline. Jacqueline say, I can't wait for my copy. All right. Please consider Tobago. Who's the Tobago there?
Juliana.
We go to Tobago. You think we should go to Tobago?
Yeah, we gotta go to Tobago.
All right.
Tobago team.
All right, yeah. So we will be in Tobago. We come in Tobago.
Must come Tobago.
Must come Tobago. It's Trinidad and Tobago. All right. Amazing. Congratulations. So you all stay blessed. Love you. Share it on your Facebook. All right. Remember, my Facebook is hacked. I haven't got it back yet. All right, soon come according to Jamaicans. All right, but I'm not sticking at all. All right, so I'm going to be on the Instagram. I'm going to be on YouTube. And plus, Keeshon is up on Facebook. Yeah. Keeshon is up on TikTok. Keeshon is up on everybody. You know Keeshon. All right, don't forget Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday, Bitcoin for beginners.
Bitcoin for beginners.
Yeah.
All right, don't miss it. Important. All right, so make sure and get in contact with Keeshon on TikTok or Facebook, and let him know you want to be part of that. All right. So stay blessed. Don't stress. Love you. Take care.